Before we begin, I'd like to recognize the important partnership between our parents, teachers, and school administrators in shaping the lives of our children. A child grows best when the people during them or guiding them work together with trust, communication, and shared commitment to their success. When home and school move hand in hand, our students feel supported, encouraged, and empowered to become not only better learners, but better individuals as well. Today's orientation is one way we strengthen that partnership, all for the growth and well.
Sir Ian, you're muted. Sir Ian, can you turn on your microphone?
Thank you so much, Ma'am Sarah. Again, going back to my introduction, that was just a practice, everyone. This is live. Before we begin, we'd like to recognize the important partnership between our parents, teachers, and school administrators in shaping the lives of our children, particularly their future. A child grows best when the people during a child grows best when the people guiding them work together with trust, communication, and a shared commitment to their success. When home and school move hand in hand, our students feel supported, encouraged, and empowered to become not only better learners, but better individuals as well. Today's orientation is one way we strengthen that partnership, all for the growth and well-being of our children. Good afternoon, everyone, and on behalf of the Chiang College International Baccalaureate Department, a warm and pleasant welcome to our dear parents, students, administrators, coordinators, and faculty members. I am Ian, and it's my privilege to serve as your host for this afternoon's orientation. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. Your presence means a great deal, as it reflects your commitment to your children's learning, growth, and overall well-being. To begin our program, may I share a few reminders with everyone? Please keep your microphones muted throughout the presentation to avoid distractions and ensure that everyone can clearly hear our speakers. If you have questions, kindly type them in the chat box. Our coordinators and our support staff will be happy to answer some of the questions. And this will be addressed somehow, some of the questions will be addressed during the questions and answer portion after the presentations. We also ask everyone to maintain proper decorum throughout the session so that we may have a smooth and meaningful orientation. In advance, thank you very much for your cooperation. For this afternoon's orientation, we will begin by meeting our IB administrative team, followed by a presentation on CKSE IB learning outside the classroom or action. We will then move on to the new learning environment, followed by important reminders by parents, for the parents, and students. After that, we will have our general Q&A session before proceeding to your breakout room session for MYP, PYP, and DP together with your coordinators. At this point, to formally welcome us and open this afternoon's orientation, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Lilingma, our Directress of IB Continuum.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the start of the new school year. To our returning IB families, welcome back. To our new parents, Thank you for choosing to join our IB community. We are delighted to have you with us. A new school year is a new beginning, a chance to learn, to grow, and to discover new possibilities. At the heart of the IB is the belief that education is more than about the academics. It is about developing curious minds, caring hearts, and the confidence to make a positive difference in the world. This journey is one we take together. When parents and educators work in partnership, we create the best environment for our children to thrive. I'd like to leave you with a thought that beautifully captured the spirit of the IB. Education is not the filling of a bucket, but the lightning of a fire. May we work together to ignite the fire in every child, inspiring a lifelong love of learning. Thank you, and I wish everyone a wonderful and successful school year ahead.
Thank you very much, Mom Sarah. If we could please click the heart button for our directress as we agree to her opening remarks or her statement. Again, be reminded, kindly mute your um, devices for a smooth flow of our presentation. We now proceed to the first part of our orientation, which is the meeting of the IB administrative team to formally acknowledge the leaders who guide and support our school community. Let us begin with our college president, Dr.
Ano
Vidal.
po dyan?
Dr. Yao continues to lead the Chiang Kai-shek College with vision, dedication, and a strong commitment to educational excellence and student growth. We also acknowledge Dr. Roland Chua, our Vice President for Manila campuses, whose guidance and support continue to help strengthen the educational direction of our Manila campus. And of course, we also warmly acknowledge our directress, Ms. Sarah Ma, in assuring a quality IB education across the continuum. And now, we would like also to acknowledge the coordinators who oversee the implementation of our IB programs and support the learning journey of our students. Starting off with Mr. Jasper D, the new POP coordinator. Let's give him, let's click the heart button for Sir Jasper. Especially the PYP parents attending today. Next, we have the ever-energetic Mrs. Patricia Mondoy de la Vega for MYP coordinator. And of course, Mr. Glicerio Manalo, our diploma program coordinators. They are our academic coordinators across the continuum. Let us also acknowledge the rest of our dedicated IB support team, starting off with Ms. Pauline Joy Miranda, our new DO or Discipline Office staff. She is also joined by Ms. Annie Gonzalez, our DP College Counselor. She will be working hand in hand with our DO staff and our learning support to help our kids. We also have Ms. Janelle Nolasco, our discipline officer, and also our Chinese secretary. That's why please do not be shocked if you will be seeing messages from Ms. Janelle reminding the parents about the attendance of the kids. Let's continue. Another new member in our community is Ms. Jennifer Bayanay, our IB Learning Support Specialist. Of course, we also have Ms. Rowena Alikaway, our IB Librarian, and Ms. Erica Ramos, our IB Secretary. These people. Let's give them a round of applause. You click the applause button for their dedication and service to our students, making the journey of our kids worthwhile. We now move on to the next part of our program, the CKSC IB Learning Outside the Classroom. Here, there's a video presentation showing to each and everyone the action, the programs, and a glimpse of what happened last year. I really paused that too for you to see my face during the one of
Sa puso at diwa ng natin na nanay ang magiging Pilipino. Three, two, and one.
Maligaya. Dahil
Inequality is basically where someone doesn't get treated fairly. For example, the kids on the street, like the beggars, basically when they're like in poverty, they won't be able to get proper education, which can make them in the future, which can make them have bad job opportunities or just not a job in general.
a very common type of inequality is about people's ideas. Some people do not respect others' ideas and say that they are bad when people should be able to express their own ideas.
I see some kids sleeping at the streets. They don't have a proper home or house. They play Filipino games with other kids outside. It's unfair because other kids get to sleep in a proper bed and proper house. But those kids outside the street don't get a proper bed and house. They don't even get a proper education.
For example, the country colonized the one that has more because they don't want to share equally, and then the one that being colonized was not fair for that, and then the one that colonized them has more resources for that, and then they can share equally, but the one has less, they cannot share because they have less resources.
I have seen something like racial discrimination, which was a dark-skinned person getting discriminated just because of their skin color. And celebrating International Week is important because we share cultures and traditions in all around the world. It makes us more united and aware about the types of discrimination happening all around the world.
In my experience, in my design set, I have researched about poverty-stricken communities, and it really shocked me how some families, they only have 10,000 pesos to spend per month for their basic needs, which includes food or electricity. And in my INS subject as well, I've learned about pagpag, which is basically a food for the poverty-stricken communities. It is like the leftovers of restaurants or even garbage that they scatter and then clean and then eat for themselves.
Hi Peter, can you share your experience where you felt or saw someone being treated unfairly?
Sure. When I was in grade school, there was this teacher who taught us a topic, but some students didn't understand what he was talking about, so they asked him, but instead of explaining more clearly, he just repeated what he said, and then he just moved on.
Hi Jaing, can you share your experience where you felt or saw someone being treated unfairly?
Yeah, sure. Once, I saw a classmate being blamed by a group mistake, even though everyone contributed equally. So I felt unfair and I spoke up and explained what really happened. In this experience, I learned that fairness is really important, even in small situations.
哎，依琳，你能分享一下你感觉或看到有人受到不公平对待的经历吗？
可以啊，在我小时候看到有一个学生，他对老师超级无敌不尊重，因为那个老师在台上讲课，然后那名学生呢在底下呢跟别的同学玩耍，然后还跟他大声的讲话，所以我觉得这个情景对老师很不公平，因为老师很辛苦的在备课，结果学生就否定他的努力。
哦，好，谢谢。
Which group is this? Immediately, he left his group. He went ahead.
Kailangan manalo yan, ha?
All right, that was an inspiring glimpse into the life of our IB learners beyond the classroom. First of all, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our Directress of Student Services and Academic Support, Ms. Wyling Singh. At this point, we now proceed to another important part of our orientation. Yes, the new learning environment. As we begin a new school year, It is important for our parents and students to become familiar with the spaces, routines, and environment where learning will take place. A safe and welcoming and organized learning environment helps our students feel secure, focused, and ready to thrive. Let us now proceed to the presentation on the new learning environment. This is now the new home of the IB department, the Carlos Chan building. Kinder students or kinder parents, please take note. The room will be on the ground floor. For PYP1 up to grade 2, seventh floor. I repeat, seventh floor. For grades 3 to 5, it will be on the 8th floor. For MYP students, ninth floor. And for DP11 and DP12, 10th floor. Please take note, dear parents, that we now have our solo music room, visual arts room, and there's also a kitchen for cats. Let's have a heart sign, please, because we love our new home, our new place, our new environment. Yes. Okay. Having said that, we now move on to some reminders for our parents and students. And these reminders are important in helping all of us to start the school year smoothly and with clear expectations. As essential agreements, right? Dear IB students, very important in our routines. May I now call on Miss Pauline, our DO staff, to discuss some matters about our routines, the discipline office as well, and some reminders in the beginning of our school year. Miss Pauline?
A pleasant afternoon to all our stakeholders, our dear parents, students, school administrators, and teachers. Okay, so I will be talking about the school procedures to ensure the safety and security of the students at the IB building. So all IB students will enter at any gate. When I say any gate, that's gate 1, 2, 3, and 4. But their exit and their food drop off will be at gate 4 only. I would like to emphasize it's only gate 4. So there will be allotted time for the dropping off of their food. So as presented, for PYP, the food drop off time will start at 10 a.m. For MYP, it's 11:10 and DP also 11:10. May I remind all the parents if you're going to be late for delivering their food, your children's food, kindly inform our office so we can properly coordinate it with the students. Also, please put labels on their food packages or lunch bags. Please put their name and grade and section. So, next. Fetcher's ID. The Fetcher's ID will be distributed to the classroom advisors, and then we will be collecting your latest one by one photo. Okay, those fetchers that you will authorize, it can be a grandma, grandpa, yaya, driver, or anyone in the household that is authorized to fetch your children. So we would be collecting the pictures, the latest pictures from July 14, the first day of school, until on or before July 17, so that we can properly start it by Monday. The color of the fetcher's ID for kinder is yellow. For grade 1, it's orange. And for grade 2, it's purple. Okay. If ever you will be changing the authorized fetcher, you have to inform our office so that we can update the pictures of the authorized fetcher. You have to pay 200 pesos at the cashier so that we can update or uh, create new fetchers ID. Next is about attendance. So students are required to attend their classes regularly and on time. If ever they are going to be late due to some reasons, valid reasons, please call our office, inform Miss Janelle or me, okay? So that we can take note of that and inform the classroom teacher. Attendance will be checked strictly by the advisor and monitored by our office, the IBDO. Also, please email for absences. Please email the homeroom teacher, or you can also CC Miss Janelle or me, so that we can take note of the absences. This is very important so that in advance we can file the home task. So as I was informed, you need as parents to fill out a green form. So this is a week before the leave, the foreseen leave. Sorry about that. Okay, so this must be filled out a week before the leave so that the teachers can work on the home task of the children. Next, other reminders, please refrain from bringing in delivered meals or beverage in bulk quantities. Again, so we should take note that this bulk orders will be at the gate and the students will just eat it at dismissal time. They cannot bring it upstairs. So please refrain from bringing in delivered meals in bulk quantity. Next is please be advised that the celebration of students' birthdays, this is particularly for PYP students, and the distribution of treats within the school premises are not permitted. As presented on the screen, please take a look at the prescribed uniform for the lower primary and the upper primary years program. So we can see a bow tie for both girls and boys, a polo, a blouse. Okay, let me take note of this. The skirt must be for girls. It must be 3 inch. Okay, below the knee skirt, and then the shorts for boys and white socks and black leather shoes. Next for MYP uniforms, there's also a printed necktie, a vest, a polo, and slacks for girls for skirt, slacks for boys, and skirt for girls. Should be below the knee. Same white socks and black leather shoes. For the DP students, necktie, polo with CKSC logo, slacks for boys, skirts for girls, and white socks and black leather shoes. Now for this school year, we have a wash day shirt every Friday, but this is optional. So if ever you want to have this, you can communicate with the CKSC bookstore, okay, about this wash day shirt. That's all. If you have questions, we can entertain it.
All right, transition time. All right, okay. So now we proceed to the most awaited part of the program, the Q&A. The coordinators, Ma'am Sarah, and some IB staff support will be helping us in answering your questions. If you do have questions, you can chat it in the chat box. And I think some of the questions are already answered. But here, there's a question. Is elevator available in the new building? Yes, ma'am. Yes, mommy. We have 3 elevators po. For kinder, 4 elevators rather. Yes. For kinder, have to eat lunch inside the school. Maybe we can call Sir Jasper to answer that. Sir Jasper.
Hello, good afternoon, parents. So for the question, if kinder can eat inside, if kinder will be eating inside the classroom, the answer is yes, mommy. But the homeroom teacher will supervise the lunchtime to make sure that the kids will be able to eat properly. Does that answer your question, mommy?
Sir Jasper, please stay there. There's another question for PYP. Is grade 3 PYP a necktie or they will use necktie or ribbon?
So for the grade 3 PYP, since it's already upper primary, they will be wearing the necktie already. So it's necktie already, mommy.
Grade 4 po ba ay PYP or MYP? It's still PYP. Just a reminder po that PYP is from kinder to grade 5 and MYP is grade 6 to grade 10. Length of socks and skirt for PYP and MYP. Miss Pauline? For, of course, the skirt is 3 inches below the knee, especially for our girls. The socks, you have the freedom to wear high socks, but only white. The color is white. Please avoid prints. Are the uniforms available in the bookstore already? So far po, we can contact with a bookstore, and we believe that it should be there. And we will update you on that, Sir Thomas po. Can they wear white stockings instead of socks? We prefer po socks, white socks. PE uniform remain the same? Yes po. Yes. Can I leave food earlier for M1? Wait a minute. Okay. So can I leave food earlier for MYP as I have PYP kids? Miss Jamberly Kagalingan, I think it's better if we could put a label or a name of it and then the section. Just a reminder, the parents, when you put the food in the drop-off, please have the names of the kids laminated or tied in the food or the lunch boxes. And then please also indicate the section. What will be the pants for the PYP polo shirt? You're referring to the Friday. Dear parents, if ever, because later on after the Q&A, we'll be having a breakout rooms, right? So for the breakout rooms, as our coordinator will do the breakout rooms, I will just skip the questions that are related departmentally. Like for instance, if the question is for PYP, you can freely chat the questions there. I'm gonna answer the general question. So what will be the pants for the PYP boys? So for the pants, as per Miss Pauline, it will be, you can make use for the Friday, jeans or PE pants. And it is optional. Okay? For incoming new students like kinder, where to buy uniform? I heard no stop. What if not on time for class opening? That's a very good question, Miss Nika. So if the uniform is not yet available, first make sure to order in the bookstore. Second, if it's not yet available, then you can wear white shirt without print. Next, Friday uniform, PYP with what pants? Again, jeans or P uniform. The contact number of the DO, yes, mommy will be giving it to the homeroom teacher so that you can text them or call them if you have concern. But for now, I'll just go back here because I think this is the email of the IBDO, discipline.id at cksc.edu.ph. Can we still use the old type uniform? You can po. Pag na-late, anong kailangan gawin? Like what Miss Pauline mentioned, kindly email, especially if the parents are aware of that, unforeseen late. Kindly email po, mommies, and then I think there's a slip, right, that they need to get from the DO office. And the DO office now is located together with the other discipline offices of the junior high school elementary. It's in the ground floor beside the clinic. What to bring in the first day of school for kinder? With that question po, mommy will be giving that during the breakout room po. Later on, dear students, dear parents, you will be meeting the coordinators will be introducing the homeroom teachers of each section. For the wash t-shirt, what is the partner below? Can I answer that? Grade 3 were to eat, we usually eat in the classroom together with the homeroom teachers. For grade 1, is that considered lower primary? Yes po. So the lower primary, Sir Jasper, can you explain that, the lower and the upper primary?
Okay, so for the lower primary, we have kinder, grade 1 and grade 2. For our upper primary, we have grades 3, 4, and grade 5.
All right. Ma'am Sarah is also answering some question. Where can I find the replay for this orientation? Um, the recording of the orientation will be uploaded in the official CKSE YouTube channel. Regarding for the question of the student Dalino, assessment should be available now in the portal. Technical glitch and it's just happening. You just need to refresh the assessment or the portal. Okay, some more questions. Can I send the lunch back for PYP 11 a.m. instead of 10 a.m.? I think that's already late. So dear parents, let's be mindful with the time because sometimes you can inform the teachers that there will be no lunch. You can give them money, the students, and then the students can just buy if there will be no lunch. What time po mag-start ang klase for grade 2 and time out, Sir Jasper?
Mommy, this one will be answered during our breakout room later for the PYP.
Can grade 3 students get to take the elevator? Yes po, syempre po. Will grade 1 be left at the gate in the morning or do we drop off inside? And will there be a period where we can still enter during lunch to help them? Sir Jasper?
Mommy, for the first 2 weeks, we will be having the personnel and teachers to assist the kids to go inside the classroom, especially they are carrying school materials. But then during lunchtime, since we are trying to help the kids be independent, just like how IB learners should be, so there will be, parents will not be allowed to go upstairs to assist them with their lunch. But rest assured that we have the homeroom teachers who will supervise them during the lunchtime.
Thank you, Sir Jasper. I think I saw a question about pre-ordering foods. You can collaborate with our concessionaires with regards to ordering food. Do we need to prepare any school materials? It will be given to you later during the breakout rooms. How about PYP? Where to take their lunch? I answered that already. Ma'am Sarah also answered it in the classroom po. For DP students, do they need to wear the new uniform on Friday? Let's call Sir Manalo to answer this question.
Let's answer that question later during the breakout session.
All right. Where should I request permission to send or insist letter for absence? To the DO po, sir. What is the time? Question from iPad 6. What is the time of in and out for grade 5? Sir Jasper will be explaining more of that during the breakout room. Okay. There's another question. You mentioned a while ago that the new building will be used this year. Do you have any orientation for the new building so that the students will be familiar with it? And also, does the school have plans for fire or earthquake drill so that the student know to exit, where to exit, and what to do in case of emergency? Okay. We believe that, and it's already here. We're already here in the faculty room in the sixth floor of the new building, and plans or evacuation plans, of course, are already posted. And also, the earthquake drills and fire drills will be practiced with the kids, dear parents. Please do not worry, as the building is safe and secure, and most of all, the homeroom teachers will be guiding the kids in where and how to exit. Next, timeout will be discussed later. Do we need to prepare any school materials later? What is the timeout for grade 3? All right. So I think there are no more questions. We will now proceed to the breakout rooms. Okay. For a while, I'll just do breakout rooms. Uh-huh. Again, in your breakout rooms, make sure that you are joining the breakout rooms that you are with, especially if your child is in PYP, kindly join the PYP breakout room. Just renaming it. All right. The breakout rooms, your parents and students are now open. You can join now to the three open rooms, namely PYP, MYP, and BP. Thank you so much.
各位亲爱的家长，你们现在可以按那个 breakout rooms 进去 MYP、PYP 或者 DP，那在里面会有详细的说明，谢谢。Parents, if you don't know where to join the breakout room, look down. There's a BREAKOUT rooms. You click that, and then you can see PYP, MYP, and DP. So you choose your the classroom to go to. 亲爱的家长，你们可以往下看，会有看到一个按钮叫做 breakout rooms。那请你们加入 PYP、MYP 或 DP，看您的小朋友是在哪一个年级，相对应的年级。谢谢。我们现场还有47位家长或者同学是在大会议室，我们现在都要进去 breakout room 了，所以请各位家长动作快，因为其他的已经开始在讲解了。MYP grade 10 is MYP. Only 11 and 12 are the DP parents. Parents, please join the breakout room so that we can have more details. So if you belong to the PYP, which is kinder up to grade 5, please join the breakout room PYP. If you are from grade 6 up to grade 10, then you join a MYP group. DP 11 and 12 belong to the DP group. Thank you.我们现场还有20几位家长，你们可能要赶快按你们的 session， 否则他们其他人已经开始在讲解了。Mommy, this is for the IB parents orientation, not for the standard. Thank you. Grade 7 belong to the MYP. So breakout session, MYP.